Okay. I think I'm ready to go. Cracking with the first redeem. Thank you for the first redeem. Late. It's not my fault that things wouldn't work. My game was broken. It was weird. I've never seen a black screen for the Persona game. Also, I'm sorry, chat. You guys are getting ads in 55 seconds. Hey, no way, barbecue redeemed. What up? I'm new. There's, brother, you're not new. Get out of here. I don't know what you mean. It's all G. I'm just gonna make sure that everything's working. That is true. You are new to this stream. Have you ever seen my Persona streams? I feel like it's not the type of streams that most of the viewers will be into, but it is us. Hold on. My mouse just doesn't want to work. There we go. And now I can't move my VTuber. Nice. What the heck is this? Hello, camera? Okay. What if I do this? Oh. I guess I fixed it. Why is everything breaking? Why is everything breaking? I don't know. You know what? Because everything is breaking, I'm gonna make sure that my sound is actually fine. I knew it. It went back down. Why does it do that? Monday is Tempting Refresh. You wish. You wish. But this is my time to shine. I get to learn Japanese and all of you get to suffer along with me. All of you get to suffer along with me. Yes. We're loading it. Oh, thank you for the like on TikTok. I appreciate it. You guys are so kind. $25 stream streak, Kraken, you're insane. What the heck? Okay, so we've already gone through this whole thing, so we're just gonna speed along because we were on the next day. I don't remember if I remember any of this, honestly. Oh yeah, welcome to the ballroom. Oh, okay. They called us to talk about to continue our conversation from before. Cool. Definitely haven't gotten used to this room. He asked if we've gotten used to it. Now, okay, this is where my understanding of the Japanese goes to shit, okay? I will not understand 90% of what he's talking about, but we're still gonna speed along through, because, like, we went through it the last time, so I kind of understand it. Even though if I don't understand it in real time, if that makes sense. Sure, I've gotten used to it.
それは結構さすがに肝が据わっていると見える。お前の構成はひいては滅びの運命を退けるため、そのようなこと一人の力ではならぬ。
Okay, so he says that we can't go alone. You know, we need the help of other people. If you say my name, you'll become famous. I doubt it, but good boy.
だが今日お前は同じ力に目覚めた隣人と協力の約束をしたな。
What did he say?
だが今日お前は同じ力に目覚めた隣人と協力の約束をしたな。
Oh, he's asking about the new person that woke up. Sorry, no, that's the wrong. That's the wrong language for that. The new person that awakened to his powers. There we go. That's what he's asking about. Did you see the vid I sent you in DMs? No, I've been asleep. I just woke up. Also, thank you for the likes on TikTok. You guys are so kind. You guys are very kind. I'll see it after stream. Don't worry. John Wallace, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh, I can't see my YouTube chat thing. So... can't see... I can't see it, so I'm gonna just do this real quick. And we are good. Nice. Sure, we'll ask him a question. We'll be like, "Kotoka," you know. I don't know what this word means. This first word.
他者と関わろうとすることは構成にとって重要な足がかり。大いに結構だ。
I still don't know what he's talking about.
慣れ合って共になれと進めているのではない。
Sure.
生々な友情などではない。磨きや信条によってお前に力を貸さんとする者たちの王は。言うなれば居場所を奪われた者どもとの絆だな。その広がりがひいてはお前自身をも育むことになろう。
I'm sorry guys, I'm just reading along because we spent a long time last Monday going through this velvet room. So if you actually want to know what he's saying and stuff, you can go look at the last part. Oh, Persona is the power of the heart. Okay.
あなたを取り囲む絆が強くなれば、それだけペルソナも力を得るでしょう。
I want to say that she's saying that if you do something, it'll become stronger, but I don't understand this first part. Yeah, she's just giving us advice on how to get our persona to be stronger.
町には非力な貴様にはない才覚を持った者が数多くいる。せいぜい知恵を絞って味方につけるがいい。我々がそれを力に変えてやる。
Oh yeah, this is when I asked if Persona was a dating game. I remember this part.
契約成立だな。
夜からの。I know this is supposed to mean that he has high expectations of us. I just don't remember how to read the Japanese. Yeah. I know this is kanji, dude. Like that's what he's feeling from Igor. That's the vibes, but I can't read that. Oh well. If it's important, it'll come up later.
ここに新たなるちぎりを得たり、ちぎりはすなわち囚われを破らんとする反逆の翼なり。我愚者のペルソナの生誕に祝福の風を得たり、自由へと至るさらなる力とならん。
Oh yeah, I remember this. Okay, so the first card we get is Wild Talk. Is that right? Wild Talk. Wild Talk? Anyway, we get this card because we went up in, well, we got our first rank, right, with Igor. Like, we've gotten to know him a little bit. He's like, hey, yo, go. Get your power up. Get your funny up. And that's why last time I kept asking if this was a dating game, because apparently we have to, like, actually talk to people. And the only way to get more powerful is to befriend new people. Maybe not become friends with them, but befriend them for sure. Befriend them. Just be on friendly terms with them is what I'm trying to get that. Oh shoot. Encoder overload. Why is that? Hold on, chat. What are my settings anyway? No, I my luck. It probably. Yeah, these are the exact same settings that I use every single recording or every single time. Why is it get? I know why it's giving me trouble. It doesn't like the fact that it doesn't like the fact that I have too many tabs up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna exit the browser for now. And then hope that I don't have any more encoding stuff. Do I have anything else up that I need to know about? We're gonna get rid of that too. Okay. Hopefully there's no more over encoding, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, wild token or wild talk. I keep wanting to say token because I don't know where I keep reading it, but there's like, I think it's from DVD. I keep seeing token, and then yeah, it's just like stuck in my brain as token. Arcana Burst. Arcane Burst, I guess.
Yoshi.
Performance. ペルソナの力をやってるかな。コープ I don't know. But anyway, I'm pretty sure this is where we ended off, right? Yeah, we got Igor's thing.
まあ時が経てばおのずと飲み込めよ。引き続き構成に励むがいい。
Oh, I remember this part. He literally just says, "Yo, brother, like, just keep doing what you're doing." I love Igor. Igor is cool.
さあ話は終わりだ。とっとと下がれ囚人。
Okay, here we go. Alright, now I can finally do my intro. Welcome back to another episode of Persona 5 Royale, part 8. We finally got back to where we ended off last Monday, where we actually like took like 3 hours to get through this, by the way, because I wanted to understand every single little detail, including the I think it was the cell phone talk too, not just this part. But yeah, we took like 3 hours to get through all of this. But yeah, we can finally go back to the new day where we actually ended off.
入学早々球技大会とかかったるくね。
New is probably, this is probably the word for transfer student, and I don't know what they're saying about me, so let's start with this one. I almost spoiled it for myself by like reading the English. I'm trying so hard to like cover the English so that I can like kind of guess what each word says. So, Nyugaku Haya. Nyugaku Haya. Is that actually what he says?
入学早々球技大会とかかったるくね。
Nyugakusus. That is not what he says. Kyugi Tokai Toka Kataruku Kataruku Bro, I feel like I should know this. I've heard it before. Well, doesn't matter anymore. We're just gonna read what it says here in English, I guess. Soon after entering school, there's a ball game tournament, right? ball game tournament. Kyugi Taikai. I don't think I've heard of that word because I don't watch sports anime. But I assume that Taikai is tournament, and then Kyugi is like a ball game, right? Kyugi Takaito, and then Kakatteru ku. Kakatteru-ku, I'm going to guess, just means that said thing is going to happen, like it's going to take place. That's like that's like my best guess. We're just gonna guess that and move on. So I want to know what he says within the first 4 words though, because it's translated differently from how he says it. So
入学早々球技大会とかかったるくね。
入学
早々球技大会とかかったるくね。
そうそう。入学早々。So by the way, the translation for this is soon after enrollment. So I'm going to guess that Nyugak is like entering an establishment, not an establishment. Just entering a new place for the first time, right? So like, for example, when you like enter high school for the first time, Nyugak, right? Makes sense. I'm going to assume it's the same thing for work. Like if you enter the workplace for the first time, if you haven't worked for that company for ever, right? And that's your first time. I'm sure there's a word for that, and it's not new gok, but I'm sure it's new something, right? Because gok just means school, so new gok. New gok makes sense in my mind because of that. So soon after. That's a new word. And I'm pretty sure it comes from the word hayai. Hayai! Anyway. Let's see what else they have to say.
教師チームと対戦って意味わかんねえよ。鴨志田先生にかなうわけないじゃん。
So he doesn't understand something. I know that, and he also says that there's no reason for something. Team. I know that word. These are all new words to me. I think it's because I just don't watch sports anime. Let's use our handy dandy translator though. Translator will guide us through. Competing against the teacher's team. I don't understand the point. There's no way we can beat Kamoshida sensei. That is a long sentence, by the way. Well, 2 sentences. Competing against the teacher's team. Kyoshi team. So what I'm doing right now is this right here. This first part, I guess, of the sentence. Sentence. This first part of the sentence. I'm going to guess that means teacher's team. Kyoshi team. I don't know how to say teachers. But that sounds right in my mind. And especially because of this to. To here probably means with. Well, it probably means with because I'm going to guess that this word, which I haven't read yet, is going to mean like compete against. I think that's what it's going to mean. Compete against with teacher's team. I know that's a weird way to put it in English, but it just makes sense in my Japanese brain. Let's see if I'm right. Tyson de. Yeah, I would translate that to competing against, I think. Well, what if we leave? I'm gonna erase the other sentences, and we're just gonna focus on the first part. This first part with the 3 dots, just everything in front of that, right there. We're just gonna focus hard on that. Play against the teacher's team. I mean, yeah, that's another way to put it. That is another way to put it. Play against the teacher's team. Tyson. By the way, Tyson? This word actually translates to compete. So, yeah, competing with teacher's team. Yeah. I don't understand how that makes sense in my Japanese brain, but it just does. It just does. I can't explain it. I can't explain it because I don't know enough Japanese grammar, I'm sorry. And then this second sentence, super easy. Imi, we've seen this several times now. I probably should try to memorize like how it's written. So I know that this is like this kanji right here. There's 2 kanji that I can make out. I don't know what this one is at the top, but this bottom one means, I think, heart. I think this bottom one means heart. And then there's like a box for day. And then, oh, there's 3. There's 3 in this kanji. Okay. But yeah, no, the bottom means heart. The middle one means day. And I don't know what the top one means. And this kanji I've never seen before, but it's easy to remember. It's to me it feels like either a Christmas tree of some kind next to a door. So putting all that together, that is imi. That is how you say meaning in Japanese. Imi. So imi wakanne. So that's slang for wakannai. Like they shorten it, right? Wakannai. And wakannai means don't understand. Wakanneo. So he doesn't understand the meaning. He doesn't understand the reason behind going against the teacher's team. And then we get kamoshida. These 3 kanji, which I have yet to memorize. I know they're important because it's you know, we've been reading Kamoshida's name It feels like every second sentence. But like, these three kanji kind of trip me up, not gonna lie. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to them. They're weird. It feels like I'm learning Japanese again for the first time when I look at this. It doesn't make sense in my brain yet. But yeah, no, this reads Kamoshida, which is the name of the teacher and our arch nemesis in the castle thing at night, I guess. The night castle thing. Sensei is just the title for a teacher. Or teachers, I guess. There's no plural or not plural in Japanese. Kamoshida sensei ni kanao. Kanao means to beat. I don't know if that's true. Let me isolate that a little bit more. It still says beat. What about if it's if we take out Kamoshida sensei ni? There's no way I can beat him? Okay. And then kanao just by itself. Kanao means means enemy or match. Okay. So in a way you're saying I can't match that person's skill, that person's power, that person's whatever. Okay, that makes sense. It makes sense in my. Oh, I'm sorry, ads are starting. I didn't shoot a timer. I'm sorry, chat. Ads are starting. But yeah, kanao means enemy or match. That makes sense. Because the way that it reads in my mind is Kamoshida sensei ni. So to Kamoshida sensei, to teacher Kamoshida, kanao, match, wake, reason, nine. There's no reason. And then Jan, I guess I would put as like right, or like I actually don't know how to translate that, honestly. If I leave it by itself, it's kind of weird and awkward. So what I'm gonna do is get rid of kanao and leave this last part wakenai jan. Now I'm just gonna get rid of wake and just leave it as nai. I still don't get it. It's translating naijan as there isn't, but my feeble brain can't comprehend. Oh no. I think I just need to get more context on John, I guess, like when it's used and stuff like that. Because in my brain it's still like janai, but I know it's probably not janai. It's probably closer to like saying desu, I think. I'm not sure. That's just my guess. But anyway, wakenai-jan, in my brain just immediately translates to there's no way or there's no reason. So when I translated kanao and I saw like enemy or match, right? In my brain, I immediately connected the dots to translate this whole thing right here without the teacher involved, right? Just kanao wakenai-jan. Sorry, kanao wakenai-jan. I immediately translated that in my brain to be like, there's no way I can match or beat so and so, or there's no reason to believe I can match whoever. And both make sense in my brain, to be honest. But yeah, oh, that's so cool. Kanao.
先生の生スパイク拝めるかもよ。記念に一発受けておこうぜ。
I guess we're talking about Sensei's sick moves. I just don't know what sick moves they're talking about. Okay. It makes sense when I translate it. The translation goes like this. You might even get to see the teacher spike the ball in person. Why don't we take a shot to commemorate the occasion? Now, I'm guessing when they say why don't we take a shot, I'm guessing they're talking about drinking. Can you drink at that age in Japan? I know ipatsu is a drink. Like take a shot, right? Ipatsu, take a shot. I just don't know what this first word, kinen, I don't know what that means. Like what are we taking a shot of? And then look at the, I know we're doing this like backwards. It's just that's just how my brain works, right? It gravitates towards things that I understand a lot easier instead of the hard things. But look at the oko. Look at the oko. It means to take. Ukete, so to take. Oko, I'm guessing is the same as saying like iko, like let's go, right? So let's take a shot. Something like that, maybe? Ukete oko. Now, going back to this, right? I don't understand this kanji right here. Sensei no nama spike. Nama spike. I don't know what that is. I know it's probably like... okay, so when I hear Nama, right? The word that I've learned for Nama is actually raw. Like, such as like raw fish. Or... yeah, just raw food in general. That's what I've learned. I don't know if this is the same Nama, which is why it's confusing me. It might be a different Nama. Yeah, it might be a different Nama. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Let's for now isolate just the top portion of the of this conversation. Before I get rid of this one, let's see. What is the second thing? It says Ogameru kamo. Ogameru, I don't know what that means. Let's isolate that. Maybe I'll be able to worship it. Let's get rid of kamo. Let's really just learn the word Ogameru. Ah, Ogameru means literally just that, to worship. So I don't think they're talking about worship in the sense of like worshiping a god or anything like that, but like in a sense of like, you know when you go to like sports and stuff and you're like rooting for your team, and then like you get like super hype when they score a shot. That moment where you're like celebrating and stuff, I think that is Ogameru. I don't know if we have a word for that in English, but I think that is what they're talking about when they say Ogameru, like worship it. I could be wrong. It could actually mean to worship him as a god and revere the teacher for like doing a sick move, but like I don't think so. I really don't. Even the phone, when I get rid of Ogameru, it immediately changes tune to raw spikes. So I think the phone is also confused about whether if this means like raw spike or if Nama means ball. Wait, Nama might be ball, right? Nama might be ball. In this context specifically, I don't know. How about we just get rid of kamo? I got to see the teacher spike the ball live. That is a weird translation. Let's get rid of sensei. A live spike. Nama spike Ogameru. I think this is one where you don't try to make sense of it. You try to like feel it out. I don't think this is like a thinking one. This is more of a feeling one. So I'm just going to assume that Nama is ball, because we're striking the ball, and Ogameru is that moment where you like get excited when you're like your team scores and stuff like that. And no, I don't mean cheering, but like that emotion of like that short-lived emotion of like you revering your team in that moment. I think that's Ogameru. That's like my best guess. Now, Kinan, Ukete Oko, I'm gonna look at later, so let's get rid of that in my translator. A commemorative shot. That is what it translates to, by the way. Kinan ni ipatsu. What does kinan ni mean? In commemoration. Okay, so kinan is in memory of. So, in memory of, let's take a shot. Because ipatsu, ukete, oko is supposed to be together. Sort of. They don't go together, right? But like, I think that like, how do I explain this? I think they're two separate words that are supposed to combine to describe each other. That's the feeling I get. So, ipatsu ukete oko, I think, is supposed to be like one big thing that melds together to say, let's go take a shot. And then kineni is in memory of. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about in memory of Sensei's Nama Spike. Ogameru kamo. So in memory of possibly seeing Sensei's ball spike, we take a shot. But let's isolate ukete oko. Shall we accept it? Let's get rid of ze, because I know ze is its own thing. Let's take it. Okay, so yeah, I did translate it right. Ukete oko. Ukete I know means to take. When you put oko in something, I immediately think of let's because of iko. Iko is let's go. So when you put oko in front of ukete oko, it means let's take. Wow, that's easy. That's an easy remember. What is he talking about? Daikega. Kakuteijan. Kakuteijan. What? Kakuteijan. Kakutei. Sore. I don't know what that means. Also, there's John again. I just realized. There is John. I don't know what John means yet. But that's the second time it's appeared. Daikega, I know means big injury, but what does this one mean? Kakte. Kakte-jan. Well, kakte means confirmed. So let's go back and do the full kakte-jan. Oops. I keep deleting John, like the N in John. It's confirmed. So far, I want to say that John kind of is used like desu, but in a more informal sense. Because it keeps cropping up as it is. It is confirmed. And that's what desu, da, masu, all those endings, that's what they do. And for any girls watching out there, that is also what wa does for you. You'll notice that girls use wa as an ender, and that's because it's like a cutesy version of like da, wa.
バレー部員とか生傷だらけなんだろ。どんな練習してんだよ。怖えよ。
Renshu, I know means practice. I don't know what anything else means. Whatever it means. Hold on. Volleyball club members must be covered in scars. What kind of training are they doing? It's scary. Koe. Koe, by the way, is slang for kawaii. But yeah. I know it's weird. But it is slang for scary. Let's get rid of koi. I'm trying to think of the best way to like go through this because this is a long one. Maybe we just start it here, right? Bare. Well, let's isolate that. So it's everything before the what is this called? Like a comma? Yeah, like a comma, I guess. A Japanese comma. Because it looks different. So it's bare, buin. Buin? I don't know what buin means. But it says toka. After that, I know it's supposed to be volleyball club members, but where does it? I don't know where it says club, and I don't know where it says members. I am still confused. So let's get rid of bare. Buin toka means club members. This whole thing means club members. What if we get rid of toka? Because toka by itself doesn't really mean anything. It's used in other instances like I guess for example, right? Like for example, walking. Aruite toka. So let's get rid of toka. Buin. Buin is members. Okay. So buin is members and buin toka is club members. What? That doesn't make sense in my brain. Why is it so different? Yeah, because if I translate just toka, it's just gonna say like, for example. But we'll put it. Yeah, it just translates as such as. I like to say, for example. The translator says such as. So whatever you want to remember for toka is fine. It's just like a list, right? Like if somebody asks you what do you want to eat, and you're like, I don't know, maybe something like pizza or maybe veggies. And in Japanese you would be like pizza toka. I don't know how to say veggie, so I'm just gonna say veggie in English. Veggie toka. That's how you would use that. To like say, for example, this or this. That is so interesting though. Bare buin. What if it's just, what if we just translate what if we just take off the toka, but we bring back the bare buin? Oh, that is interesting. So it's translating bare buin as club members, as volleyball club members. So I'm going to assume that this toka is not converting buin into a different word. What it's actually doing is exactly as I explained toka is, for example, right? Or such as, whichever one works best for you, I guess. For me, for example, works best, personally. But yeah, toka works as for example. It can work for such as. It just depends on how you translate it and what makes sense to you, I guess. But yeah, however you want to think about it, think about it. He's just listing volleyball club members as such as, because I assume he doesn't want to exclude the other sports clubs, right? I think that's why he's doing it. I'm not sure why he put toka, but I assume that's why. Bare buin. So club, or not club, sorry, volleyball member, and I guess because these two insinuate being in a club, I assume that bare buin, that's the reason why it exists, like as volleyball club members. I'm not sure. That is just my guess. But yeah, now let's go on to the second one. What is the second one saying? It's full of scratches, isn't it? Namakizu. There's that nama again, right? That raw. Namakizu. Darake. Darake nanda. What does that mean? Darake. Darake might be full of scratches. I don't know. let's just start taking off bit by bit until it makes sense. By the way, chat, ads are coming. You'll wait in 50 seconds. We're gonna get rid of Nandaro because that's completely different. Namakizu darake, full of raw scratches. And then if I get rid of darake, it just means raw scratches. I don't know why they put nama in there though. Oh man. What's the reason for putting nama in there? Is it because Kizu is just injury? Oh, because Kizu is scratches. So then what is the nama doing there? So if I just look at nama, right? What does nama actually mean? Crude, unprocessed, pure, rawness. That doesn't help. I think this is just gonna be one of those things where I think this is just gonna be one of those things where how do I explain this? like so much is going through my mind right now. I think this is just one of those things where because your skin is coming into contact with the ground and there's no clothes or anything to protect you from the ground, I think that's why it's called namakizu, because it's like raw, you know, skin to ground contact. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like your bare skin. Oh, that's a good way to describe what I'm thinking of, because I'm thinking of namakizu being like bare skin scratches, you know? So namakizu darake, full of bare skin scratches. Yeah, that's a good way to remember it. Let's go with that. I do need to do something. So バレー部員とか生傷だらけなんだろう。どんな練習してんだよ、声。Okay, I finally kind of understand this. I finally understand. But no, I finally understand. How do I explain it in a way that you guys will understand? That is the next complexity in all of this, right? It is how do I make it so that you guys also understand alongside me? バレー部員とか so things like, or for example, yeah, let's go with for example, right? For example, the volleyball team club members, right? 生傷だらけなんだろう。They're full of scratches, right? Bearskin scratches. どんな is what kind of, and then the next word 練習。練習して well 練習 is practice, so what kind of practice? And then remember to say doing or to do in Japanese, there's always a suru after that. So in this case it gets not translated but converted to shiten, which is a contraction of shiteiru, which is like the te form of suru, which is like something I can't explain either. But just I guess the way that I'm translating shiten, and the easiest way to understand shiten, is shiten literally just means doing. So what kind of practice are they doing? どんな練習してんだよ. And then remember, koe is slang for kawaii. And by slang I just mean they shortened it. But yeah, we can finally move on to the next sentence. Oh, where are we going? Oh no.
はい静かに。
Hi, Shizukani. Did she say Shizukani? I can't replay it, but I could have sworn she said Shizukani. That is... There's a difference, okay? She said Shizukani, but it reads as Chumoku. I don't know what that means, so we're gonna look it up. What if I just get rid of the lines in between Chimoku? It doesn't translate into anything, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Why they have Chumoku? I don't know. It's definitely something that we're gonna have to come back to at a later point. Like if we like replay this game, right? Maybe we'll understand more by then. 分かってると思うけど、今日は something 代行? Okay, so I think you the translation to this from what I know is I think you know, but today is ... I don't know how to read that. And then dakara is just kind of like a way for her to like end the sentence abruptly, in my experience. Some people translate it to because. I just translate it as you wanted to say more, but what you wanted to say more of is obvious, so you're just cutting it and you're just putting nakara. Just because. Yeah, that's actually a good way to remember it. Just because. Have you ever like asked your parents when you were little, like, why you couldn't do something, and they just tell you, just because? This is kind of the same thing. At least in my mind. At least in my mind. Okay, let's see. I'm sure you understand is the translation that they're giving me, by the way, but I think it's because it's flipped over. So hold on, let me flip it over in the translation so that it actually shows up like we see it on screen. Oh wait, can I not see that comment? I see that there was a comment on TikTok, but I don't see it. I literally saw the other... Yeah, I see the other messages. I don't know. Let's see, maybe if I go to actual TikTok? It's just forever loading. Oh, there was another another comment. I'm supposed to be babysitting instead of watching this. Well, what are you doing watching this? I'm just joking. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me... There we go. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't show up. I'm so confused why that didn't show up. That's so weird. That is so weird. Huh. That is super weird. But I do see that the vertical screen looks way better than the last time that I was streaming. So I'm doing something right, I think. I think that's a good sign. But let's go back to the translation, shall we? There we go. And then we put it at the top, like we see it in the game, instead of the bottom. And it says, as you probably know, which is a way better translation, today is the ball game day. Okay. Let's read it in Japanese. わかってると思うけど、今日は球技大会だから。Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to think of how to translate this for you guys. And no, I don't mean the phone translation. I think that it's better when I myself translate it so that you guys know how I'm thinking of it. But oh, I know how. Okay. わかってるmeans understanding, right? Like you understand. わかってると思う means I think. So I think you understand. わかってると思う And then けど means but. So I think you know, but 今日はabout today, 球技 we found out was I actually don't know. I forgot what taikai means. But I think it's taikai is the ball game. Well, of course it's the ball game. Kyugi taikai, right? Kyugi taikai, ball game. Kyugi taikai. Kyugi taikai. So, Kyugi taikai. Let me actually translate this again for myself. Just these two words of Kyugi Taikai. Tournament, that's the word I was missing. Ball game, Kyugi Taikai. Tournament. So if I put like dots in between them, it does indeed say ball game ... tournament. So Kyugi Taikai. Okay. And I guess the phone is translating that to just ball game, Kyugi Taikai, because calling it a ball game tournament is kind of redundant. So I think that's why the phone translates it that way. And I actually think that I'm gonna remember that. It was fun to know the individual meanings of Kyugi and Taikai, but I think I'm gonna do it the way that the phone did it too. I'm just gonna remember Kyugi Taikai as ball game. It's way more simpler. And also, dakara is just a way to end the sentence. Some people translate this to because. To me, it's more helpful. Maybe once I get to a higher understanding of Japanese, I will actually like come to understand why it's there and what it's actually doing there. And why people always say I translate this to because. But to me, it's just a way to end a sentence. It's more simpler to remember that. Just because. Just because. Just because ender. Anyway, let's move on. Minna. Something. Wakatta. Got it? So everyone. ... Got it? I don't know what any of this means. I don't know it. I don't know it. We gotta translate it. Okay, so the phone says once everyone is changed, gather in the gym. Got it? Okay. I see. And then if I read it in Japanese, it says minna kigaitara kaikukan ni shugo. Wakatta? いや、わかんない。難しい。難しすぎる。わかんない。I still don't understand. It's too complicated. Too many words. I gotta simplify it. I'm just gonna erase Wakatta for now. Less words on the screen makes me less confused, that's why. So, minna kigaetara, kigaeru. I know kigaeru is to change, like change clothes and stuff like that. So, it's easy for my brain to be like, oh, I see the taru right here. And I know that Tara. I know that Tara is the word ender for if. So if something happens, then ... right? So actually there is a second meaning of when, and I think in this sentence or in this particular word, it's actually saying when you get changed, like when you finish getting changed, right? Kigaitara, when you finish getting changed. We're gonna erase all of that because we understand that. That way it's easier for me to read without so much clutter on the screen. Taikukan ni taikukan ni means gym, I think. Yeah, because ni usually points you to a location. So Taikukan is the location. Taikukan is being translated as, well, everything is being translated as gather at the gym. So the only location in that English sentence is gym. Therefore, Taikukan probably means gym. That's a long word for gym. But I guess we also have the long word of the actual word gym in English too, right? We have gymnasium. That word, I used to hate that word, by the way. Whenever I heard gymnasium, I was like, that word is so long. Why? Why is it so long? Bro, my brain hurt. I just like calling it the gym. Not the gymnasium. Ew. But yeah, 体育館に集合. So 集合 means to gather. Okay, now I understand this whole sentence now. So let's read it again, because I want to practice. みんな着替えたら Yeah, so sorry. When I see the whole thing together, it still confuses me. So give my brain a little bit. みんな着替えたら体育館に集合。分かった。うん、分かった。簡単だから分かった。It's easy for me now. Yay! I understand it. So, when everyone has changed, meet in the gym. Meet, gather, yeah, meet, gather at the gym. Got it? Nice. Let's practice one more time, but in Japanese. みんな着替えたら体育館に集合。わかった？It feels like short words now when I speak them. When I read it, it still feels impossible. But I'll get there. Oh! Yo! What a sports anime! Oh, nice toss!
いやー、さすが鴨志田先生。
よし、もう一本行くぞ。
Oh, it's the girl from before.
浮いてんな。相変わらず。
相変わらず？
つまんねえ。なあ。
Oh, he's noticed her too. Oh. Does that mean nurse? Nurse's office?
今に見とけよ。
よし、試合再開だ。
試合再開? Does that mean
野郎。 現実の学校でも王様気取りってわけだ。
Oh, he is angry. He is angry. There was a lot going on there, and I couldn't like pause the anime. But yeah, that was interesting. That was super interesting. Hold on. I think I'm getting messaged. Yeah, I'm getting messaged, but it's okay. It's nothing important. But I did want to check just because, you know, sometimes you get messages and they're important. Like, maybe one of my friends would be like, "Yo, bro, you're doxing yourself," and then if I didn't pay attention to that, like it would go on for like another hour, you know. But no, no, it wasn't important. It was not important. But what I will say is that I couldn't pause the anime. So, bro, first of all, that girl looked very interesting in the sense that it felt like she didn't really belong anywhere. I felt like she was alone. And that makes me feel like she was a vulnerable target. That's the first thing. The second thing is that the teacher accidentally hitting that boy's face and telling the students to take him to the nurse's office. That was kind of weird because the response that this guy gave was essentially like he was angry that he was hurting people in real life and not just in the other world, and this sentence is probably gonna prove it. So let's read it. This sentence probably proves it. Especially because it says "ano-yaro," right? That's a rude way to address somebody in Japanese. "Ano-yaro." So, I probably wanted to to read the English before I started like trimming down the fat. That's what I call that's what I call it when like I trim this down. When I trim the sentence down so it's more understandable. That's what I call it, trimming the fat. It makes things a lot more understandable for me personally. But yeah, no, my phone says that guy acts like he's the king of his real school too. I can see now why he's mad. In Japanese, let's read in Japanese. "あの野郎、現実の学校でもお様気取りでわけだ." Okay. Now we gotta go word for word because I don't know everything. I know Genjutsu. Genjutsu is reality. So this word right here, this first word is Genjutsu. Genjutsu, not to be confused with Genjutsu from Naruto. So Genjutsu no Gakko demo So even demo is even in the real world, like the school's real world, I guess. The real school. Yeah. Even in the real school, Osama is kind of like somebody who thinks of themselves as like better than everybody else, and someone that thinks that they run the place, right? That's an Osama. It's not a very kind word, even though it sounds very respectful. It's something that you would address kind of like a king or queen in the past, I guess. Is maybe where it came from. I'm not sure. But Osama to me sounds like it kind of sounds like something you would use to address the king, which in that situation it wouldn't be rude, but because this guy is not the king, it comes off as rude because he's acting like it even though he's not. You know what I mean? So that one is really easy to remember. What's the next word? Hidorite. I don't know what that means. Osama. Let's get rid of Osama. Everything before that. Hidorite. Pretentious? Is that what that means? Pretentious? Hidori. Yeah. Hidori. Hidori. That word means that they're pretentious. Osama Kitori. So what about Osama Kidori? Osama Kidori de. No, it's not de. It's de. So Osama Kidori de. By the way, when I take off this first sentence, ano yaro Genjitsu no Gakko demo, when I take that away, it actually translates as he's acting like a king, which is kind of funny because that's the exact same picture that actually comes to mind when I hear this. When I read it, it's a different story. Like I can't read it. I actually can't. I don't know the kanji. Genjitsu, I know the words, except for Kidori. Kidori is new, but I know the rest of the words, so I understand more when I listen to it than when I'm reading it now. If that makes sense. Let's get rid of Wakida. Acting like a king. What if you remove the Osama Kidori? Okay. So Osama Kidori acting like a king. Yeah, that would definitely be grounds for being pretentious for sure. You know, like he's acting like he runs the place. Yeah. Okay. I'm actually going to remember this as one big phrase, by the way. This whole thing. So everything, we're forgetting everything from the beginning, and we're forgetting everything from the end. It's only going to be Osama Kidori. Osama Kidori. I'm gonna remember that as a phrase. Osama Kidori, acting like a king. I think that'll be way more useful than remembering this word by word. Especially because I already know Osama. Osama means king, or what you would address the king, right? Kidori is new to me. And it does mean pretentious, but it makes more sense in my brain. Just remember Osama Kidori as acting like a king. So, yeah. Let's read it one more time, without the phones out. あの野郎、現実の学校でもOsama Kidoriってわけだ。Let's read it again. あの野郎、現実の学校でもOsama Kidoriってわけだ。And then I'm gonna read the translation one more time on my phone. The English, not the Japanese. That guy acts like he's the king of his real school too. Okay. And then what if I take out the wake? Because I don't know what the wake is doing here. That guy acts like he's the king of his school in real life too. It literally changed nothing. But I know it changes something in Japanese. Because wake means like is like reason, right? Yeah, my phone actually just says just straight up reason when I translate it alone. What is wake doing here? Do you guys know? Probably not, right? I wouldn't be so lucky to get a Japanese viewer to help. No, okay. あの野郎、現実の学校でも王様気取りってわけだ。Well, if it means reason, right? And it's being connected because this te in my mind always connects the first half. And what I mean by first half is I don't mean the whole first half, I just mean Osama Kidori is being connected to wake. So and the reason I do it that way is because if I try to incorporate the entire thing and connect it to the next thing, it hurts my brain. I don't know enough words for that yet. I kind of want to translate this as for some reason, but I know it's not for some reason. I guess we could translate that as it stands to reason. Kind of like saying of course, right? Of course that guy is acting like a pretentious butthole at school, even though it's real life, you know what I mean? That kind of vibe, I think. I don't know. Yeah, let's move on.
何が親睦だ。てめえが目立つためのワンマンショーじゃねえか。
Oh, I know this. I know the ending. Sorry, chat. I'm tired. One man show is not mansion like you might be hearing. It's if I pause it in between each English word, you'll understand. one man show. One man show. One man show is a one-man show. So I know that. That one is easy. What I don't understand is the rest of it. So we're gonna translate this. It says, based on my phone, according to my phone I should say, it says, what kind of friendship is this? It's just a one-man show for you to stand out. Cool. So, 何が親睦だ? 親睦だ? What kind of friendship is this? Is he mad at us? What kind of friendship is this? てめえが目立つためのワンマンショーじゃねえか. Yeah, okay, I understand. Okay, so, yeah, it literally says you, which is teme, right? You got medats. Medats is to stand out. Tame is for the reason of, for the sole reason of standing out, I guess. So medats tame no one-man show じゃねえか? Yeah, I think he's mad at us. Why is he mad at us? Also, before we move on, I'm going to translate this word and just this word. Shinboku. Oh, reunion or friendship. Okay, Shinboku. 何が親睦だ? What is this reunion or what is this friendship? Teme ga medatsu tame no one-man show じゃねえか. Okay, so I think he's still mad at the teacher. I think the translator just got a little bit wrong. Because if it does mean reunion, right? Like, seeing him again in real life when we just saw him be super evil at the castle is kind of weird, right? Yeah.
三島のこと心配するふりしやがって。体罰上等のクソ教師が。
I don't understand a single word that man just said. It feels like I'm learning Japanese for the first time today. Let's translate it. Okay. According to my phone, it says he's pretending to be worried about Mishima. That Nam teacher is fine with corporal punishment. What? So the first sentence makes sense, right? He's pretending to be worried about Mishima, the guy that just got hit in the face, right? The second portion doesn't make sense to me. Like, why does it say that damn teacher is fine with corporal punishment? Like this. Well, okay, whatever. Let's just translate word by word, and then maybe we'll be able to find our own definition of what is going on. Mishima no koto shinpai suru furi shi shiyagate. Furishiagate probably means pretending. Let's make sure of that though. Mishima no koto shinpai suru furishiagate. I'm pretty sure I'm right though. Just pretending, yeah. Furi. Furi, pretend. Shiagate. Let's put back Furi. Furi. Furi shiagate. Furi is just no. Okay, so Furi is can't be a standalone word. So furishiaga is the word. Furishiagate is the word. Furishiagate is pretending. Got it. Well, I'm glad that I looked that up, because we broke it down as small as we could, and furishiagate is as small as we could. Taibatsu Joto no so kyoshi ga. A shitty teacher who is adept at corporal punishment. That makes more sense. Not necessarily, but it makes more sense. Taibatsu Joto. Taibatsu Joto is corporal punishment. Corporal punishment is fine. Oh, okay, so Taibatsu is probably corporal punishment, right? Yes, Taibatsu. Joto. What is Joto? Hold on. Joto. Superior, first class, very good. That is Joto. So, Taibatsu Joto, it probably means first class corporal punishment, right? Taibatsu Joto. Like he's superior at corporal punishment, right? I don't know what that means. So is shitty or shit, so crap, I guess. That is this word, so, if you're wondering. So, Taibatsu Joto no so. Corporal, first class corporal punishment shit, I guess. I don't know what the last word is. Hyoshiga. Oh, teacher. So Taibatsu Joto no kuso hyoshi is literally first class corporal punishment shitty teacher. That is a colorful language. That's very colorful language. He's still mad. Yeah, he's like, whatever.
今のうちに昨日奴隷になってた奴ら探しに行こう。
Sagashiniko. He wants to go search for yesterday's Dore. The people that are captured. What are they called again? I forget. Well, anyway, I'm gonna be reading the translation from my phone. So, this is what my phone says. Now is a good time, or now is the time to go find the people who were enslaved yesterday. Yes, enslaved. That is the word I was looking for. Ima no uchi ni, I remember that as a set phrase. It means within this time, within this period, right? Ima no uchi ni. Ima meaning now, uchi meaning with, not within, sorry. Uchi is an interesting word. Yes, I kind of translate this as within because it means within something, right? So if I were to say ore no uchi desu, right? It means my house within me. Literal, the literal translation of ore no uchi is literally within me. So it's, you know, a home is part of me, right? It's within me. So this is like my home. So if I invite somebody, no, actually, no, sorry. Orenji is home. My bad. Orenji is home. So ore no orenji is my house. I think I've heard uchi be used as house before too, though. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. I'm second guessing myself. But I have heard of uchi nobukatsu. Uchi nobukatsu is our club. So that's why I kind of translate uchi as within. So within now, right? Ima no uchi ni. Kino is yesterday. Dore ni natteta. Dore ni natteta yatsura. So the people that were enslaved, dore ni natte is to become enslaved. Ta just means past, so that's where the ed in enslave comes from. So the people that from yesterday that became enslaved, right? Dore ni natteta yatsura. Sagashi ni iko. So sagashi means to search. Iko means to let's go. So let's go search for those people. That's an easy. This was an easy one. Let's read it one more time in Japanese. Ima no uchi ni kino dore ni natteta yatsura sagashi ni iko.
城で見た顔を探すぞ。今日はバレー部全員来てるはずだ。
Okay. What the heck does this mean? Okay, so if I translate it, my phone says, I'll look for the face I saw at the castle. The whole volleyball club should be here today. I see. So they're not searching for him at the castle, they're searching for him at school. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. That makes way more sense. But yeah, let's read this one word at a time. So, shirode, so at the castle. Mitakao is saw face. So mitakao is literally the face that he saw. 見た顔を探すぞ。So, he's gonna search. So he's gonna search for the face that he saw yesterday at the castle. So, 城で見た顔を探すぞ。今日はバレ部。I didn't know you could shorten buin to bu. So this is good. This is good practice. バレ部. So a volleyball club. I see. Volleyball club itself, the club, not the members, but the club is bu. But buin is club members. Got it. I'm so sorry, chat. You guys are getting ads in a minute. But yeah, it's 今日はバレ部。Zenin. Zenin means everyone. I think it means everyone anyway. Zenin. 知ってるはずだ。So this says Zenin, meaning everyone. 知ってる So 知ってる means like should be here, because they came, right? They've came to school, they should be here. So 知ってる and then hazu literally means should. so everyone from the volleyball team should be here. 全員来てるはずだ。Alright, let's read it one more time in Japanese. 知るで見た顔を探すぞ。今日はバレー部全員来てるはずだ。
絶対体罰の証人見つけてやる。待ってろよ、あのクソ教師。
Okay. Okay. So here's the translation. According to my phone, I'll definitely find a witness to the corporal punishment. Just wait. That damn teacher. Yeah, that sounds like a good translation, but let's see if we can do better. Zettai means for sure, 100%, right? Zettai. 体罰の証人見つけてやる。So 体罰の証人 I have no idea what 証人 is, so we're gonna isolate 証人. Shonin literally means witness. Okay. So not only was he the victim, but he was also the witness? Okay. That makes sense, I guess. So, 絶対。体罰の証人見つけてやる。体罰の証人見つけてやる。Got it. So he's gonna find the person that witnessed corporal punishment yesterday. Got it. And then 待ってるよ is is him just being like, just you wait. Just wait and see. クソ教師 is damn teacher or shitty teacher. So, is that. So, all in all, he's just calling the teacher names, bad names. So, クソ教師 どこを探す So, where are we searching? Or where is he searching, I guess? よし、行け It just literally means, okay, go. And then, what is this? I don't know this word. I don't know this word. 自信ない Oh, not confident. Okay. So, どこを探すよし行け。自信ない。I'm just gonna ask him where he's gonna search. どこを探す
パッと思いついたの D 組のやつだから D 組から言っとくか。
Oh, he's gonna go search the classroom D. If you guys don't know, in Japan, they have, instead of having classroom numbers, they have classroom alphabets. So that's what he's talking about when he's saying classroom D. I like the alphabets more from Japan than the number, personally. But I understand why we also have numbers. Here's the translation from my phone. The first thing that came to mind was the guy from class D, so I'll start with class D. Okay, so patto. Is that literally like this first word? Patto. I think that's literally him just making a sound effect for like something coming to his mind, you know? Because attached to patto is 思いついた is like remembered, I guess. 思いついたの D 組のやつだから D 組から言っとくかThat's so hard to pronounce. 言っとくか Okay. 言っとくかBut yeah, let's isolate patto. Okay? Because I know every single word from... Oops. I know every single word aside from patto. Oh, patto means quickly. So what instantly came to mind, right? Patto思いついた So what the first thing that comes to mind instantly is D 組のやつ D 組のやつ is the guy from classroom D. Got it. And then the other one that I've never seen before is Ittoku. I've never seen before, so I'm gonna isolate that. Ittoku ka means let's go. Or I guess shall I go? I've never seen Japanese use that though. Ittoku. Oh, hold on. I keep getting messaged. I thought it was important. Sorry. It is not important. So パッと思いついたの D 組のやつだから D 組から言っとくか。So because he quickly remembers the guy from classroom D, that's where he's gonna go. He's gonna go to classroom D.
お前のクラスな。
Oh, our class? That's our class? Omae means you in a rude way, by the way. You in a rude way. Omae no class. Class? I'm pretty sure everyone can understand. It means class. So, omae no class, na? So, your class, huh?
すんなり聞けるといいけどな。俺なんか避けられてるし。
I don't understand what he said. I'm not gonna lie to you. So let's see what the phone translates it to. The phone says, according to my phone, it says, I hope it's easy to ask. I feel like people are avoiding me. I see. Sunnari. Sunnari probably means easy, right? Sunnari. Let's isolate that. Oops, sunnari. Smoothly. Okay, sunnari. That's a good word. Smoothly. Sunnari. Sunnari. Also, patto. Patto is a good word. That's a good word to remember. Sunnari. Sunnari 聞けるといいけど聞ける is to ask, I assume? 聞けるすんなり聞ける What about just 聞ける 聞ける is to ask. That is good to know. That's a good word to remember too. 聞けるすんなり聞けるといいけどなso すんなり聞けると so easy to ask いいけど so he's quoting すんなり聞ける because he's not sure if it's going to be an easy ask, but he hopes it is, right? So there's an attachment of いいけど so good, but and then not means right. So good but right. I know that's weird, but essentially he's saying essentially this is how I'm understanding it in my brain. Easy to ask and good, I hope. Or I hope it's good, I guess. So I hope we're good in the department of it being easy to ask. Or in other words, I hope it's an easy ask. I hope it's easy to ask. すんなり聞けるといいけど。What is the bottom one saying then? Let's translate the bottom now. I'm somehow being avoided. 俺なんか避けられてるし。 Yokeraretarushi. Yokeraretarushi means avoided? Let's isolate that. Naku... No, yokerare. Yokerare. Yokerareterushi. Let's remove she. It's avoided. Yokerareteru. Yokerareteru. Yokerareteru is avoided. So, okay, that's a new word for me too. All of these have been, well, 3 of these have been new words. So this is exciting for me. Yokerareteru. Okay. So let's read it all in Japanese now, without the phone's help. Sunnari. すんなりやるといいけどな。俺、なんか避けられてるし。Interesting.
でもお前も同じか。
つっても。What is that? What does that mean? I know the second thing. The second thing literally just says omaimo, so you too. Onaji ka? Same, right? You too, same, right? It's the same for you too, right? Tsuttemo. Oh, tsuttemo means even so. Okay, so even so, even if he's avoided, it's the same for you too, right? つってもお前も同じか? Oh, we got a tutorial now. I will not be translating word by word. I will be just fully reading the translation from my phone. It says, move shortcut. When you display the map with M, you can select the location you want to go to and move there instantly. Make good use of it. Okay. That's good to know, actually. And this is actually what we're gonna save. And we're gonna save what we have to do for next Monday. Because otherwise these videos get too long and I'm gonna save. Save されたデータがあります。Yes. Yes, I want to overwrite it. Let's do it one more time. I get paranoid. But yeah. We're gonna end it there, guys. We are going to raid somebody. But let's open up our browser first. Because we did close that in the middle of the stream. Okay. Let us go to... Yeah. Let's go to salad. Alright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys Wednesday for Temtem. But if you guys wanted more of this, I will see you guys for more Persona next Monday. But yeah. Let's go say hello to Salad. And I will see you guys very, very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed and thank you for sticking around. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye bye. Ba-boom.